On the road, going to our first stop. I got my wild rag on, and we're headed first. It's country ham, bacon, and sausage. Quarter of a mile that way. All right, Mom. You got a list of what you're gonna get?
No, I'm gonna look.
Oh, you're gonna look. Okay. Gonna look, but she's probably gonna end up getting a bunch of country ham and some country sausage. It's gonna be nice. Can't wait to see what they have. All right, we're here. Kentucky Proud, Broadbents award-winning country ham, bacon, and sausage. You guys, the air
smells like country ham.
it smells like country ham. Salty, savory country ham. Smells so good. Can't wait to walk in.
They're closed.
No way. What?
They're next door. We're across the street from the BP gas station.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Did you pull the handle? Oh. They're open, Mama. Okay, we're inside of Broadbents, and they have an entire area here full of different cuts. So I'm going to show you all the cuts. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is your traditional country ham dinner steaks. These are good anytime. These are the breakfast steaks if you just want a little bit, but not too much. These are the center cut steaks. These are really good, but they're thicker. These are the biscuit slices if you want to put some on a biscuit when you're eating. Then they got the pieces that you can put inside of green beans or something to flavor it with. They've got the skins, but I don't like the skins. But here's the whole country ham that you can get sliced. Kentucky country ham. That's $70. We're not going to do that. Some more pieces. And then over here, she's got some 2-pound frozen sausages. And then you can order those. They have to be refrigerated. And then they've got individual patties called Grandma Broadbents patties. And then down here, she just showed me they've got all this bacon. Look, Maplewood smoked country, Applewood smoked, hickory smoked, pepper country bacon. I'm making y'all hungry, aren't I? And then the brown sugar and honey thick cut bacon, which I'm getting some of that. Then they've got the Nashville hot bacon, the Cajun bacon, and then more brown sugar, and then a big old pack of it if you wanted a bigger one. The country bacon, no nitrites, I like that. I think I'll get some of that. Woo! Apple, cinnamon, dry cured bacon. And then they've got some that's already cold, and then some summer sausages, a root beer, oh my God, Fitz orange pop. And then they have lots of jars of things like pickled asparagus and Brussels sprouts and quail eggs. And then some more in the refrigerated section. Lots of preserves. Let's see. Green pepper jelly, elderberry jelly, strawberry rhubarb, damson plum jam, orange marmalade. Oh my gosh, there's so much to look at here. So, oh, look at them thick cuts. Woo. Oh, those are big ones. Well, Mom's talking to the nice lady over there at the counter. She's explaining a lot of things to her.
And she told him, and he said, oh my gosh, that's all the good smoked sausage. And they were at midnight, they were still together, now they fell.
Yeah, barbecue sauce over there.
Like, now you understand.
Yes.
It's preserved.
It's preserved.
We want to eat it like
I mean,
that.
it's how the pioneers did it before we ever had refrigeration.
Yeah.
The pioneers would cure it to keep
With
it longer.
salt.
They
And
said it had
sugar.
mold on it. The lady thought it was bad,
My
so she threw it out.
cousin married a lady that wasn't familiar with meats,
Mm-hmm.
country meats. So she thought she was helping, so she cleaned out his basement from the hams and the sausage because it had a little mold on the outside, so she threw it
Mold.
out in the field.
What?
So she told him when he came home, and he said, oh my gosh, that's our country sausage and ham. They were at midnight, they were still gathering stuff.
She threw it out because it was
She
moldy.
threw it away, she thought it was bad.
I'd be killing somebody.
She was probably killing me. Like, that's money right there.
Oh my God, and
That's
time.
our food, right?
Oh, a lot of time.
Oh.
Hello, how are you? Good, thank you. Can
All
we
right,
help you
Mama.
find anything?
We're going to pick out something.
Okay, going to order sandwiches.
Okay.
We also have
Let me
sandwiches,
see.
ladies, if
Sure.
you need lunch.
Okay,
No, they
thank
got
you.
lunch.
Oh, you got some country sorghum molasses. Awesome. So now we're going to make some selections and see what we're going to take back. So what would you pick? What would you pick? It's so dark in here. Let me get some light. Which would you pick? I got 3 packs of country ham, 2 packs of bacon. I got a little sorghum molasses. I called Handsome Tim, and he said that he wanted elderberry jam, blueberry jam, strawberry jalapeno, cherry jalapeno, and what's the other thing? Apple cinnamon syrup. So I got him all those things. And then, Mama, what'd you get?
I got some hillbilly prosciutto,
Oh, hillbilly prosciutto.
some country ham, sorghum molasses. They didn't have the cream candy I wanted, so I got vanilla stick candy. Because they don't ship it during
And you got a
summer.
t-shirt.
I got a t-shirt,
Oh, and we got some pickled green beans.
pickled green beans.
Yeah, that was cool. Well, the lady gave us a box. She said, well, you spent enough money, you can have a free box. Mom said, well, I got a t-shirt to advertise you in Texas, so that's a marketing thing.
Yeah.
Well, now we're headed to drop the items back at the hotel, and then we're going to take off to go meet with my uncle, aunt, and cousin for lunch at the local Mexican restaurant. Let's see if I can speak some Spanish to them. Let's see if the chiropractor is open today. Where's his office? Used to be right there. Caldwell County Chiropractic. So we're in downtown Princeton, and we're going to go to the flower shop to get some flowers for my mama and my grandmama's graves. But they closed, so we have to get it ordered, and then we'll go to lunch. So here's the courthouse and downtown Princeton. It's so small. I like the quaint little towns, don't y'all? Downtown Princeton. All right, well, I was able to get some pretty flowers. Hold on, let me show you. Pretty flowers from my Aunt Rita. Here, Mama, you hold them so I can show everybody. I got some pretty flowers from my Aunt Rita. And then we're gonna come back and get one from my Aunt Christy. That's fresh, these are fresh. And then we got 2 made, one for my Memaw, what's it called?
Saddle.
The saddle for my Memaw, Geneva, and my grandmama Wanda. And we'll come back and pick those up later. And she said she would stay open past the closing time because it's Mother's Day. And what was the other reason?
And she knows my brother.
Oh, she knows her brother.
And my nephew went to my nephew went to school with her son.
So she said she knew where to find us, so she didn't even charge us. She just let us walk out without paying. And what was the other thing that happened? Oh yeah, it all worked out.
Yeah.
It all worked out. But see, I would get you flowers for Mother's Day, but you don't like flowers. You don't do flowers.
No.
See, what can I get you for Mother's Day?
Just feed me.
Feed you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I'll feed you Mexican food and barbecue, and I won't pay for any of it.
Good.
It's perfect, because my family will pay for your Mother's Day.
That's perfect.
That's perfect. All right. We're at downtown, and this is the street here is so sweet, and this is Blooms by Brook, Floral and Gifts, and down there is an old Capitol movie theater. It's kind of tainted now, and they have the church and the downtown. I love this little strip here. Let me turn around so you can see. And then I'm going to take y'all down there in a moment, and when we get back, and there's a Newsomes country ham and a creek. All the poles, the light poles, have soldiers on them that fought in the different wars that are from Princeton. So I was trying to see if my granddaddy Wilburn was on there, but I would have to go around the whole city to know where it was. But it's a little quaint area. We're headed to my uncle's house now. This is my cousin Cody, and this is his kitty Midnight. Midnight, you don't like to be on camera? Midnight, say hi. Say hi to the YouTube people. This is my cousin Cody. Yep. Last time I saw him, I wasn't as gray, and he wasn't gray at all. So it's been a minute.
I've been gray for a while.
I know. I'm just trying to give you a compliment. Oh, whoop, there goes Midnight. And this is my Uncle Harold. And he looks just like my great-grandfather. He does. He looks like Andy. I think so. And this is my Aunt Rita.
Andy was about his.
And my Aunt Rita and my Uncle Harold, they have a beautiful place here in Kentucky. Let me show you their gorgeous waterfall and their plants. It's so pretty. This is their beautiful garden. I love that flower there. And they keep everything so nice. And then that's their water, their pond and their little water fountain, their garden. Isn't it so cute? Look at that little boy sitting next to it. So pretty. So Mom and I came to eat with my uncle and aunt, my cousin. We came to eat at this restaurant. Look at this food. Steak fajitas with onions and peppers. Come to Kentucky for fajitas. Gotta come to Kentucky to get Mexican food, Mom. You know what I'm saying? The carne asada with some avocado. Don't worry, I won't eat that. It's not carnivore. Look at that food. Chicken, rice, and meat. Golly. I'm so hungry. This young gentleman right here is helping Mama with her stool. Look at him. That's what family's for. Help you with your stool, picking it up and everything. Thanks, cousin.
Well, we got to do it for Vita too when she rode in the dad's truck. So
Oh, yeah?
Stool.
Yeah. That's funny. Look at that, Mom. Hadn't seen him in 20 years and he's helping you with the stool.
It's been 20 years.
It has been almost. Well, when was the last time you saw Cody?
I don't know. I don't know. I've lost my mind.
So now we go to Newsomes Country Store in Princeton, Kentucky, where my cousin Cody has never been and he lives here. What are the chances of that? So we're gonna walk right over there to Newsomes and we're gonna check out the Amish pickled and canned things. But my cousin has lived here. Can you imagine? Never being to a store that's in your town. Crazy. Let me show you. Now, my mom made a painting of this, and it's been on my YouTube before. The painting was in the background, and it was two horses. They were white, and they're in front of a glass window, and that's where this was made. So this is Newsomes. They sell all the vegetables. And then they also home of Nancy the Ham Lady, established in 1917. Old mill store. Take a walk through the past. Mama's showing me some. Oh Lord, it's a pig.
There's all the different.
Look at all that. The ham bone, the skull in the back pocket. Lord, it's creative. It's a pig, Mama. Oh, okay, we're going in. First time for my cousin. My cousin is 6 foot something, so he made it at 6'2". He made it in the door. Oh yeah.
I'll go ahead and try some of this.
Honey? Oh, there's honey. There's the honey we're gonna get. Uh-huh. Look at all this old memories. There she is from 5 diamond woman. It's cool, cool. All these old pictures.
Looks good in here. Oh yeah. Not thin. You know, you want that? I guess I better There you go. All right. You have a good day.
What'd you think, Mama? Hot cinnamon apple syrup. She's trying to find. There it is, Mom. There it is, right there.
There it is.
There's what you were looking for. That's what you drove 1,600 miles to get. Could have just bought it online. And you thought they weren't going to have any. If you guys have never had Mom Blakeman's original cream candy, you better find some online, order it from Newsomes online. Also this one, the peanut butter cream pole candy was my grandmother Wanda's favorite candy when she was living here. Okay, so at the store here I see something called Mayhaw jelly. Does anybody know what that is? My mom doesn't know, my cousin doesn't know. What is Mayhaw? When I was a little kid, my grandma used to come here and she would buy some of these. Beeman's chewing gum and Blackjack chewing gum. Did y'all used to chew that when you were a kid too? I think if I'm not mistaken, the Blackjack, if my memory corrects me, is black licorice. And the Beeman's, Mom, what does Beeman's taste like?
It's like clove.
Clove. So this one would be clove, and that one is black licorice, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't like that. The clove, I love the clove.
Man, I'm getting some of this.
Well, yeah.
All right, so I'm getting me this full cream. I'm getting an old-fashioned root beer, don't judge me. And I'm getting 2 things of 100% pure honey. So now we're done with our shopping experience, cousin, so we can leave now. Did we torture you enough? All right, cousin, was that boring?
No,
It wasn't boring?
but it wasn't exciting either.
Okay. It wasn't the same.
Truthful.
Yeah. All right, we just finished, and I got me a root beer. I'm about to crack it open. Actually, can you crack that open for me? With your big hands, because my little hands and my nails are not. There you go. Okay, let's see if it's any good. Mama, hold that bag for me. Okay, so I haven't had a root beer in like 6 months, okay? So let's make sure this doesn't mess me up. Oh my God, that's good. It's really good. Here, Mom. It's really good.
Sounds good.
Really good.
It's homemade.
Did you know that root beer is made with sarsaparilla root? My mom said as a kid she used to take sarsaparilla roots and they would make tea out of them.
You could buy sticks in the store.
Sticks in the store.
Sassafras.
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 Sassafras. I keep saying sarsaparilla. But anyway, it's pretty good. Well, anyway, stay tuned to see if Dr. Baker's bloated later. We're filled with flowers and they made the saddles for the graves. So we're ready. Well, you know what happens when you run around and do lots of errands to do things and eat lunch and then everybody gets tired? Well, we're outside so that we're not falling asleep. But we're looking at this beautiful little garden, little water pond that he has. And we're getting ready to go over to see my mom's brother and his wife at their new house we haven't been to. That's the neighbor dog. She just likes to say hello. So we're gonna go see them and see what their new house looks like. Isn't it pretty? It's called an Indian paintbrush.
They could.
And then my aunt has this. It's called columbine. Walking into rocks. Let's see what's over here. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that little flower. And that one. We have something like that in our bed. Told my uncle I wanted some honeysuckles, so he's going over near the sinkhole and risking it for me so that I can have the honeysuckle that I had when I was a kid. Oh, that's so nice of my Uncle Harold. Look, he's picking them for me. Because my mama said, don't do it. My uncle was like, watch this. My uncle is the one that used to take me on motorcycles when I was a kid. I was 7, I'd ride on the back of his motorcycle. That's my Uncle Harold right there.
There you go.
There you go. I get to eat some honeysuckles. Thank you, Uncle Harold. Golly.
There you go.
So I don't know if you remember this when we were kids, but we would find the honeysuckle bushes and, you know, if you were out playing with your friends and then you pick them off and then you bite the end off and then you suck the end of it. And you get like a little sweet treat. So if your parents won't give you anything sweet, you can just find this in the yard and go eat it. And it smells amazing. My Aunt Rita just picked this one. Golly. Who wouldn't love it, right? Smells good and tastes good at the same time. It's one of the greatest things God ever made. So anyway, find yourself a honeysuckle bush. You'll enjoy it. This road to see my uncle's place. I don't know if they're gonna let us record. Probably not. But anyway, it's good to rekindle with family. It's been too long. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Okay, so I told y'all about Heaton's barbecue. This is Heaton's barbecue with barbecue sauce. Yes, I'm having a little bit of carbs, but coleslaw, beans with bacon, and pickles. So this is all thanks to my Aunt Christy and Uncle Kelly. So look at my aunt's little mailbox. Isn't that cute? So nice. I love that. It's so pretty. She had a little garden right here. That's her mailbox.
Back up and you can get the whole.
1917. This old railroad truss is built in 1917. Wow. That's a creek here in my uncle's backyard. So pretty. So I thought my uncle was pulling my leg here, but he said this is an old hobo shed where the hobos would sleep or get underneath, and then they would jump on the trains.
And Google Peg Leg Peak, Princeton, Kentucky.
Okay, Peg Leg Peak. Pete. Peg Leg Pete, Princeton, Kentucky. Wow. Well, my uncle rode me around. Got to see a lot of the countryside here. I just want to show you all the sunset in Kentucky. Wow. So pretty. We've had a good time catching up, and it's good for the soul sometimes to catch up with family that you haven't seen in a while. It's been a good reminder. If you haven't talked to your family in a while, give them a call. See y'all next time. Remember to like and subscribe, comment below. Remember, you are loved by the Almighty that creates sunsets like this.